Hamilton in the booth. We're in the 4th inning with nobody out. McMahon in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. In the air, left field. And there's one down. Now here's Trent Grisham. He's 0 for 1. Hey! The Tigers could really use a win here in the thick of the postseason hunt. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
And every game seems bigger once you get past the All-Star break, Boog. Some teams get paralyzed by that pressure, but the best teams rise to the moment.
And a swing and a miss, and there are 2 outs.
Interesting sequence right there for the 3-pitch punch-out. Kept everything away, so it was all pretty much coming out of the same tunnel, but that was a great job of using the changeup to upset the timing and get him out front after coming at him with hard stuff with the first 2 pitches of the at-bat.
Giancarlo Stanton to the plate now. This one in the air. Dingler. And that is that. Down in order go the Yankees. Score remains. Back at Yankee Stadium. We go to the top of the 5th. Dylan Dingler up now for the Tigers. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Grichuk moving under this one. 1 away. Otto Lopez up now for the Tigers. He's already homered here in this one. That's in there. That's strike 1.
These hitters are going to have to find a way to be a little more patient, see more pitches per at bat. Otherwise, that bullpen's not going to have to work over there, and it's going to.
That one ripped left field, carrying well, and it hits the base of the wall. The relay throw, and he's safe. It's a wall ball double.
Putting some good swings on the ball. That's his 2nd extra base hit in this one. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Next to hit, Evan Carter. Out towards right center field. Brings it in. Runner tags at second. And he moves up to third. Now 2 away. So up next Joey Ortiz.
The third baseman, number 8, Joey Ortiz.
Yeah, big swing and a miss.
Ooh, Baya. You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
That one is absolutely belted. And it is out of here. He jacks that one out to left. 3rd home run of the season. And the Tigers have the lead. It's 3-1.
The one thing the pitcher didn't want to happen just happened. That's not an easy one to stomach. That was one of those home runs where you really don't know if he got enough of it off the bat. I mean, he put a good swing on it clearly, but I wouldn't say he really got the sweet spot on the bat. The exit velo wasn't anything too impressive, but it had all it needed for him to circle the pillows.
So 2 down. Justin Crawford, the next to hit. High fly ball down the left field line. Grichuk going back on this one. And that one is off the wall. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Oh, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Pitch was away, and he did exactly what you're supposed to do with it. Drive it the other way. Just go with the pitch.
Now it's going to be Kevin McGonigal. Man at second. And there's a foul ball. Jackknifes out of the way. Swing and he popped it up. And that is that. Detroit adds 2 on this homer. It's now a 3-1 ball game. It's the game of the week on. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far.
Stevenson.
You know, these Yankees, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Swings through that. Swing and a ground ball. It's through for a hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
The batter, number 14.
Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach, paying off.
Rosario batting for the second time, and that's strike 1. Check swing went around, and the count is 0-2.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out. Here's the shortstop at the play, Anthony Volpe. And that one fouled off. Pitch kicks away. Nothing happening as the count evens at 1. Tying run is at first. Last half of inning number 5. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Grounded to third, could be 2. Over to Torres, but no throw as he bobbles the exchange.
Next for the Yankees. The left fielder,
And
number
stepping in for the
34,
Yankees, Randall Grichuk. He's been a great free agent sign. Well struck left field, should be extra bases. 1 runs in. Volpe flying around third and headed home. He scores to tie it up.
Well, we're starting over, 2 RBIs with that swing, and this one is tied. This was a really nice swing. Didn't quite get enough behind it to get it out of here, but once it got over his head in left field, it was extra bases all the way.
1 out. The go-ahead run is at second. Struck him out looking. Rice thought that one missed, and here comes a challenge. So the call will stand. So they'll lose their first challenge. Go ahead run on base. Aaron Judge stepping in now for the Yankees. This guy with light tower power.
Ball 1.
2 down. Go ahead run in scoring position. High fly ball right field. Crawford in position. That is the inning. But they'll pick up a couple runs here, both coming on this 2-run double. Welcome back. It's been a great game, so let's take another look at the most important moment so far. Gleyber Torres now at the plate. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
Wow. That's not even close to the zone.
Fastball for a strike. Torres wants to challenge this, thought it was a ball. And after review, it was a ball. Good eye. So they've still got both their challenges. High fly ball down the left field line. Way back there. And a foul ball. battling here as he fouls it away. Another 1-2. Good take by Torres.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Lifted in the air down the left side.
That ball's
and it's
foul.
Just foul.
Well, pretty clear to me. He's trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. On a line, and that's got extra bases written all over it. In safely with a leadoff double. Go-ahead runs in scoring position.
But when you see that many pitches in an at-bat, your chances of succeeding go up. And right there, we see the result.
Here comes the skipper. New pitcher for the Yankees, Camilo Doval.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
Here's Riley Green, having a lot more success on the road this season. Swinging a drive, deep right field. That's got a chance. Going, gone! He leaves the yard to right. And the Tigers have the lead. It's 5-3. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
Anthony Santander at the plate. This one smoked on its way out of here. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they tack one on the board. It's 6-3. That's his third straight game with a homer, Singy.
This dude is on fire, Boone. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often.
Dylan Dingler digs in now. Fly ball to right. And there's one away. Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, and they have this new ballpark that is absolutely gorgeous, but there's still some of that old school feel to it. Lopez now at the plate as he swings through strike one. Activity in the bullpen for the Yankees. A.J. Puck, the left-hander, is getting that big fastball of his ready to go. Blackburn, a right-hander, loosening up as well. Volpe slings to first in time.
Yeah, you have to connect the pass with the...
Out of the bullpen for the Yankees, Paul Blackburn.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Lifted in the air, right field. Judge settles underneath it, and that's the third out. But 2-round trip. 3, 4, 5 due up for the home team. And stepping in for the Yankees, Ryan McMahon. And time is called for a mound visit now. Big moment in this game, so they'll talk it over. 0-1.
Well, they've kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
That one lifted to left. Green on his way over. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's one down. So the batter now will be Trent Grisham.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
And first offering is fouled off. When you look at the Yankees and think about all those retired numbers, in fact, no more single digits are available with the exception of 0. Chris, what stands out to you?
Well, for me, it kind of explains why I wore number 80 in spring training with the Yankees. Other than the fact I wasn't going to make the team, you look at it, it is pretty difficult, if you would say, as a guy that gets drafted or signs with that team, to think of, man, how am I going to get comfortable with the new number? Because there's not many options left.
So many great players have played for the Yankees, the likes of Gehrig and Ruth and DiMaggio and Mantle. And then the other retired numbers that really represent the most recent path of success, led, of course, by number 2, Derek Jeter.
Yeah, and obviously the one that stands out the most is that number 2. So many people familiar with the iconic shortstop, Derek Jeter, and the championships that the Yankees won while he was team captain. Just impressive, but no question about it. The history and all of the legacies of the New York Yankees players over the years is very dynamic.
Stanton, the next to hit, takes ball 1. And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. Not far out of the zone, but it was a ball. Still one challenge left for them.
Hey!
Two down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. I think it's one of the best all time. An art student at UW-Eau Claire created it. It is super creative, and I think one of the better logos we have in the sport. To first, but it pulls him off the bag. Here's the catcher, Tyler Stevenson. 1 for 2.
Tyler Stevenson.
Just missed. Stevenson, 29 years old, and they traded for him earlier this year.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Base hit, left center field. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out. So up next for New York. Ahmed Rosario. His righty-lefty splits there. Here's A.J. Hinch heading towards the mound. A new pitcher in the game, Luis Gil.
Well, I got to think he probably has a little extra in the tank facing his former team, and there's not a player in the league that doesn't get a little extra motivation when he plays against his old squad.
First and second, 2 down. Line to right, base hit. Runner at third puts on the brakes. Base is now loaded with 2 away. Anthony Volpe getting ready to hit. Pitch misses inside, and that is ball 1. Late on that fastball. swing and a miss. That's strike 2.
Didn't recognize off speed. Thought it was fastball. A little bit out in front.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
He's gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone.
And a 1-2. Stays alive. The 1-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Got him swinging. And the Yankees leave him. Next to hit, Joey Ortiz. Can't forget the 2-run shot he launched out of here in the 5th.
Yeah, one of the biggest swings of the game, Boog, as he looks to make even more of an impact in this at-bat right here.
On the ground, out to short. To first,
He's out.
and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
Up next to the Tigers, the right fielder, number 4, Justin Crawford.
Justin Crawford up now for the Tigers. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So now back to the top of the order. And next to hit for Detroit, Kevin McGonigal. 0 for 3 in this one. Check swing called strike. Strike 1. On the ground, right side.
Foul ball.
And foul ball. The 0-2. And that's where the swing. It's a strikeout. Here's Gleyber Torres.
Really nice double last time after a long battle at the plate.
This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. And he makes the catch. And that'll do it. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
The left field. 34, Randall.
Now time is called here. Pitching coach on his way out to the mound. The Yankees looking to rally. Heel, a former rookie of the year. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a changeup.
Inside, ball 2.
So the call stands. No challenges left for them now. Swing and a miss. And the count's even at 2. Out to short. Oh, he can't hang on to the throw. The throw comes in too late, and they come away without an out. So back to the top of the order. Here's the Yankees leadoff hitter, Ben Rice. Foul ball there.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. Always want to keep that.
Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Safe at first as they can't make the play. Critical at bat coming up, and in steps Aaron Judge. Judge comes up empty there. That one hammered, but pulled foul. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The Yankees with the tying run at the plate. Here, the bottom of the 7th. Pitch misses, and the count is 1-2.
3.
Pulled out on strikes. And that is a big first out. Judge wants another look at the called strike. It's a challenge. And the strike call will stand. So that removes their last challenge. 2 aboard with 1 out. Now the third baseman, Ryan McMahon. That's outside. And that's ball 1.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Right through there for a strike. On the ground. Fair ball. Runner around third on his way to the plate. 1 runs in. Runner around third. In to score from first. And now they trail by 1.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Grisham in the box now. Takes strike 1. And fouled off. With a single base runner because of all the power, they are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead.
Ball, that's outside.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
So the tying run at second. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, it can be so tough as a hitter to pull yourself out of an extended.
Comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Luis Heel out of the game.
Number 75, Brennan Kennedy.
Stanton can't hold up, and that's a strike. McMahon at second with 2 down. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That one to first. He gets there on a slide. Nicely done for the out. But they'll pick up a couple runs here, both coming on this. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Fernando Cruz.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is. Well, these Tigers, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. It's been a real team effort. Already 7 extra base hits, so that goes to show they're getting contributions from top to bottom. Nobody's doing that by themselves.
Makes the catch, 1 down. Next to the plate is the Tigers DH, Anthony Santander.
Coming off an absolute bomb in his last at bat.
Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase. Comes up empty. Swing and a ground ball up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. And that's a 1-out single. So Dick. In Dylan Dingler. Substitution being made at first, and coming in as the Tigers pinch runner, Jason Dominguez. comes up empty. That's strike two.
The hitter early and off balance on that swing. If I'm the pitcher, I'm taking a little bit more off, see if you can get him to chase something in the dirt. Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
Runner on the move. Got him swinging. Safe at second, and that was not close. Otto Lopez up now for the Tigers. He's already homered in this game. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. And it's 0-1. Cruz, he's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts. In a tough spot like this, that is a big-time benefit. Man on second, 2 down. Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
As a hitter, when a guy like this comes into the game, you feel like he's standing on top of you, and it's just attack mode coming right at you.
Now that's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So we take a break. On to the bottom of the 8th. Here. The Yankees catcher now, Tyler Stevenson. And that one is downstairs, and it's 1-0. A little out front there as he swings through it. And a count 1-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Pretty big strikeout right there to start this 8th inning. Down 1. Any leadoff base runner really makes this inning.
Second baseman, Ahmed Rosario.
A bit more interesting, but now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into. Or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
Rosario batting with 1 down takes a strike. The Tigers trying to hold a 1-run lead here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Now it's the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. That one fouled off.
They hope he's the guy to spark a comeback. He tends to play better when his team is behind, so why not him?
Line to second, snagged on the bounce. Tosses to first. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. We're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, A.J. Puck. He's making his 4th appearance of the season. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Check swing, and he went. And it's 0-2. Puck, 30 years old now, a former first-round pick back in 2016. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Struck him out swinging. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. So up next, Joey Ortiz. Swing and a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. And next up for the Tigers, Justin Crawford. Step off, throw to first. Dives back, he's out.
When there's a lefty on the mound, you've got to make sure you've got more of a one-way lead, even leaning back to the bag when he picks up his leg, unless you're thinking you're going first move. Not sure what he was doing right there over at first.
Slapped hard the other way, but foul.
Not looking like they'll be adding any insurance runs heading to the bottom of the ninth, so it's going to be on the bullpen to hold this lead.
And it goes just foul. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the ninth. And he couldn't hold back. He's run up on strikes. Back at Yankee Stadium. Here comes the closer here in the ninth, Cade Smith.
Well, he's the guy they hope to turn to out of the pen to lock down wins. So this game has gone to plan, more or less. Let's see if he can wrap it up here.
Off the mark there. Ball 1. Swings through that one out in front that time. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Well, the first batter, it's always a big one for the closer. I mean, you get that punch out, you get settled in, you feel like you're in command out there on the mound from the jump, and kind of prevents any doubt from creeping into your mind or the fielders that are playing behind you that, you know, you're going to wrap this thing up.
Looking to get the tying run on base.
Well, he's gotten ahead with 2 pitches down in the zone. He has plenty of options right here. He can go up, he can go away, he can add velocity, he can subtract.
And the sweeper is off the plate.
Now, Boog, this is a real tough place for visiting teams to come in and close out ball games for a win.
Pitch misses there. Ball 2. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. Yankees with only 1 out remaining. Here comes Aaron Judge, known for his late inning heroics. And Judge takes a strike. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. 2 down, nobody on. And the home team trying to pull it out. Next pitch is downstairs.
Well, that turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
Smith is just 1 strike away. And there's a base hit to left. So the tying run reaches with 2 away. Here's Ryan McMahon now. And he swings through that one.
Well, in this situation, the hitter knows that he's got to find a pitch that he can drive in order to drive in that tying run all the way from first base. So if he can't do that, keep the line moving. A walk or just a base hit. But you've got to stay within yourself.
Ball 2. That one close. Ruled the ball. 2-1.
Right now, they're looking for something hit hard into the gaps. Give them an opportunity with 2 outs to score that run from first.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The 2-2. Swing and a drive. Back there. On its way. Ball game. One-run game here today.